Hello again, welcome again, back to the Waffle Press commentaries. We're doing these regularly now.
Yes.
I'm your host, Diego Crespo, but I'm not the only host for this.
I'm the other host, Gina Versa.
Yeah, good talk. So we're here for Christmas movies, because I love Christmas. Gene, do you like Christmas?
I do.
And there are some, I have this thing where I like to talk about what I call unorthodox Christmas movies. Movies that are about Christmas in a weird, specific way. Not Die Hard. I love Die Hard. And yes, I think that is a Christmas movie as well. But we need to talk about, like, different sort of movies, not just, like, what's the one with the Kevin McAllister, the Home Alone and whatnot, and A Christmas Story, Rudolph, whatever's. We're here to talk about Krampus. And for those listening, go ahead and press play right now.
As you see the legendary logo.
Yes, legendary. Legendary does really good work. Just really quick, because
Warner Brothers should have kept them.
Well, yeah, because now they're Universal.
Smart, yeah.
Right. So, oh well.
I like this font.
Yeah, I like the font a lot too.
Studied font in high school, and I really appreciate that font.
Did you? I didn't start checking out fonts until now. Like, now that I'm doing all the graphics for Waffle Press, I'm like, hey, I love fonts. A film by Michael Dougherty. So, Gene, what are your thoughts on Michael Dougherty? And then we can talk about the opening, because I'm not that familiar with his other stuff. I haven't seen Trick or Treat. I'm familiar with his writing work more so than his directing work.
Yeah, I feel I think Trick or Treat is his only other film. Is that correct?
Yeah, and I think he's doing a sequel at some point.
Right. I saw Trick or Treat, and I wasn't crazy about it, to be honest. I felt it got too mean-spirited, and there were some segments that I didn't really care for, and the tone of it was very, the tone of it was all over the place, I felt, because it goes from, humorous to, really mean to back to humorous, and I feel like Krampus is a much better, tonally, consistent film.
Yeah.
But I do like his writing.
Yeah. Some quick things. He's written every Bryan Singer X-Men movie, from X-Men Apocalypse to X-Men 2 to the original X-Men.
Yes.
And fuck Bryan Singer, first of all. But those movies, the writing is not the problem with them. I will say. Maybe X-Men Apocalypse, but that wasn't.
Did he write that?
I think he did some story stuff for it, but that's we understand how far story by goes with the movie.
I wouldn't want my name on that movie.
No, but this was my first Michael Dougherty dabble, because I haven't seen Trick or Treat, like I said. But
do you want to see it now?
I do, because I love Krampus so much. When I saw the trailers for this, I was like, wow, that looks, it's good. Every once in a while you come across a movie that looks like it's specifically made to your taste, and oh my god, this is it. This is very much a new age kind of Gremlins type movie. It's a little mean, but not too mean.
Right.
And it's not ugly for ugly's sake. It's very well, first of all, I just love the idea of the Krampus. It just real Old Testament style.
Yeah, that's where it comes from.
Yeah. Old Testament German folklore about Santa Claus. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sakes. Otherwise, you get coal in your stocking. Oh no, that's so bad. With Krampus, it's like, you better watch out. You better not cry, and you better be fucking good, or you're gonna get dragged to the pits of hells and chains.
Yes.
And it's just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I love that. It's so ridiculous and really goofy. Fiction doesn't work like that anymore.
No.
So to see it in a new age horror movie, relatively low budget too, $15 million, I believe. I was ecstatic.
Yeah.
I went opening night by myself because no one else went with me, and I had the time of my life. I don't care. I've seen this movie a dozen times. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just eat it up. And
those cookies.
Yeah. And I love the. We'll talk about it when we get to them on the screen. But I love all the weird little monsters, and they're perfect for the tone of this movie. They're goofy. They're a little scary when they need to be, but they're weird. It's a really weird movie.
Yeah.
And you don't get these weird PG-13 horror movies anymore. No. Let alone one that's this funny too.
Not really. No. I mean, I can't think of one. I almost said Slither, but that's R.
Slither's a hard R.
Yeah. When they spell Slither?
Slither's great.
I thought it was okay.
Oh, okay, well, James Gunn is great. Can we agree?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think for people that like both of those movies, I think it'd be a fun double feature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I felt Slither was too trauma-y at times. Like you needed to get all that out of his system.
Maybe, but I think that's part of the Gunn charm, because Trauma is very... they're like an uglier version of canon films, you know?
Yeah.
And I think when Gunn utilizes it like in an appropriate way, like Guardians 2 is kind of trauma-y at times.
A little bit.
At least like with the weird like creature designs and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I kind of wish the first Guardians was a little trauma-y more.
Mm-hmm.
But
oh, for sure.
yeah, Slither's very that. Krampus is not trauma-y though. It is just a weird little horror movie about a family being torn apart by evil Santa Claus.
War on Christmas.
It's the War on Christmas, yeah. Take that, Republicans. This is what they try to warn us about.
Well, yeah.
Like Krampus. I would buy more into that than like some of the other bullshit they spew.
Mm-hmm.
Or like all the other bullshit they spew. Also, hell of a cast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Toni Collette, underrated actress.
I saw her in Make-A-Wish Stories.
In what?
Make-A-Wish Stories. The Adam Sandler movie with no.
Oh, the Meyerowitz stories.
Meyerowitz, excuse me.
Yeah. I need to check that out.
She was good.
I saw her in
Little Miss Sunshine.
Oh yeah, Little Miss Sunshine and the new Triple X.
Was she in there?
Yes.
Really?
That movie's fun as shit.
Yeah.
That is like the new Fast and Furious.
Is Ice Cube in there?
I don't want to spoil anything.
Can you?
Fine, spoiler for the new Triple X. Yes, Ice Cube has a small part in it from his spin-off sequel thing that honestly kind of sucked, but it doesn't suck here. It's the right type of bad movie.
Okay.
Where like honestly, Krampus could have gone in that direction too, like just a really schlocky B horror movie. Just like whatever, it's not great, but it's a fun time. But it's a fun time that happens to be really good and honest to God have a Christmas spirit about it.
Yeah.
Like I said, very Old Testament about it, but it uses that meanness in a way that feels like clever instead of just like edgy.
Like a Mark Millar or someone?
Yeah, like if Mark Millar did this, he'd be like, oh yeah, then the grandma gets decapitated at some point or something, and then the kid has to get split in half. Or he would just fucking write some dumb.
That's accurate.
Shit. I'm sorry. I don't like his writing.
No.
I don't know how good of a person he is. I'm not going to comment on that.
Probably not.
Grant Morrison doesn't like him, and that's enough for me.
Yeah. LSD Jesus doesn't like him.
I also want to comment, like, a lot of filmmakers like to paint teens in, like, a really ignorant light, where they're like, oh, they're always on their phones, and they can't look up and see the chemtrails, and, like, really stupid, like, Banksy-type shit.
Yeah.
And,
like Banksy, did you say?
Yeah. Like, I like Banksy art, but, like, it's like, oh, come on, dude, calm down. But, like, here, it's like, it is not that. It's just like, oh, that's just part of their life. You know? They could have taken the moment to be like, oh, this is why teenagers suck. Mm-hmm. But no. They just, they all have their own personal interests because they're a fucking teenager and, you know, you're selfish and an idiot when you're young. Mm-hmm. We're still idiots because we're relatively young. You know? But, it's just those little touches that are appreciated for something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I love how the families, like, the clashing feels so, like, authentic. Like, thankfully, my family is better. And it doesn't feel, like, too cartoony.
Yeah. No, it's not. Not at all. Nope. I know that firsthand.
Also, David
okay,
Kochner.
I was going to say, David Kochner, favorite part of the cast.
He's up there.
Okay.
The kids are really good.
Yeah, but I think we wrote something for David Kochner.
Yeah. I'm still quite proud of this script.
There's a script that we wrote where we literally wrote a character as David Kochner.
Yeah, and he's I like.
He's very underrated. He
is. Yeah, I always bring this up, but like, legitimately good comedians are always going to make good actors because when you do like large performances, you have to commit to them in a certain way. Mm-hmm. And people like Adam Scott, David Kochner, like they have capabilities to be more than just like the funny guy.
Mm-hmm.
And they both have funny moments in ways that are both particular to their comedic performances. Adam Scott as the straight man, right? David Koechner as the smarmy douchebag. But there's also like a humanity they bring to all their performances.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And that really plays a big part into this too.
Yeah.
And the kid that plays Max is like I always wonder like where do they find these kids? Because I think another.
How is David Koechner related to them?
He's their uncle.
No, like what the mother or the father?
No, he's uncle by marriage.
Oh, like
the relationship is from the mothers here.
Oh, okay.
Toni Collette and her sister.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then that's their aunt, who is an alcoholic and hilarious, and was in 2.5 Men for its entire run, and completely underutilized there, I'm sure. But this actress is hilarious too, and it's her name's escaping me. I gotta find her right now to call her out, because she's a.
Needs a shout out for Sarah having 2.5 Men.
Yeah, and she's a talent. She's very much a talent.
I think she's the only like sane person from 2.5 Men. The main cast. John Cryer, I guess. Charlie Sheen's insane.
Charlie Sheen's insane and probably a bad person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I would say that, yeah. Even the showrunner is like just a complete like
anything associated
sociopath.
With 2.5 Men was destroyed.
And the movie takes time to also just like have casual interplay with people. Like you don't really need all this stuff, but they're smart enough to have it in there.
Yes.
Which is important. And the baby's fucking adorable. But I get how people are scared of babies too. Because they just don't stop staring, because they're so curious about everything. Like, what are they thinking about, you know?
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. And that might be the scariest thing of all. I wish I could not think about things sometimes.
Yeah,
I respect that. That guy just chugging the Mountain Dew. Hell yeah.
It's probably like...
It's disgusting.
Hill Dew. I can't call it Mountain Dew.
Oh, yeah.
Adam Scott, how old is Adam Scott? I feel like
Adam Scott is like mid-40s, early 40s.
I was very surprised. He looks older.
Really? I think he looks younger for his age. But yeah, I'm a huge Adam Scott fan.
Yeah,
From
like
Party Down, Parks and Rec, Piranha 3D, the remake.
Piranha 3D.
Schlocky. That's a very trauma movie too.
Yeah.
And he's really good in that.
Is Piranha 3D related to Piranha 2 from James Cameron?
Well, James Cameron was only on set for like 2 days, so it's not really James Cameron. They just couldn't wipe his name off. I forget why.
Okay.
There's like logistics behind that. So I've given James Cameron shit about that before, but it doesn't really count. Like it legally shouldn't count. But speaking of Cameron and 80s influence, like this is straight up like OG Amblin, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. Hey, what Christmas movie do you hate the most?
Christmas movie I hate the most? I don't know. I don't want to talk about movies I hate. I want to
like
Krampus.
Just like, because this is a good Christmas movie, and I appreciate the nuance to it. Mm-hmm. And they all could have been dicks, because it reminds me of this terrible Christmas movie called Four Christmases, where Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon are terrible people, and then they need to visit, because all their parents are divorced. They're 4 homes, and they're all terrible people.
I remember that. I never saw it, but I remember that, and it's like, motherfuckers.
4 Christmases!
Yeah, my parents were divorced because they had an unhappy marriage, and I hate them. It's like, there's probably a compelling movie in there about that, but it ain't that Vince Vaughn movie.
And they're all terrible, too. Everyone's terrible in that movie.
Yeah, that's
like, no, not like they're a terrible actor, like they're all like terrible people.
Yeah. Like, that's the type of movie that I think was moderately successful, right, when it came out?
I feel like it was.
Okay, like, you could remake something like that.
It was like 2008, 4 Christmases. I'll go see that.
Like, that's the sort of movie that I feel like you could remake in, like, 15 years or whatever, but, like, make it good.
Make it good.
Yeah.
I'll remake
do something interesting with it, yeah. You know?
4 Christmases.
Like, I don't want a Krampus remake, ever. This is a perfect movie.
Oh, yeah. You'd want to get a Krampus sequel.
Yeah. Terrorize Another Family. But that one, I want it to go meaner.
Yeah.
Because this one has a scary ending. We can talk about it when we get close to it, but I don't think it's a...
Or what if it's like another holiday, so like Kwanzaa? Like there's a...
Well, it wouldn't be Krampus then.
Okay.
You know, I'd want a
Kwanzaa monster.
I want a Michael Dougherty Easter movie,
Uh-huh.
but with like a fucking crazy Easter bunny.
Yeah,
you know,
an Easter bunny. He's weird. The Easter bunny's weird. Like
Easter bunny's scary as shit.
He like hides eggs, and if you don't find them, they smell.
Have you ever seen those old pictures of like people with the Easter bunnies?
Yeah,
like,
it looks creepy.
And the Easter bunnies look scary as shit.
Mm-hmm.
They look scarier than like old clowns from the 1920s.
Yeah, or like a Hanukkah monster. No?
I'm not gonna make a problematic joke right now.
Oh, okay.
But just think about it. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Don't make that movie.
All right. I won't make that.
Don't do
New
that.
Year's monster.
New Year's monster. Alcoholism.
Alcoholism.
Loneliness.
Loneliness. A President's Day monster.
Is this the GOP and Donald Trump?
Donald Trump.
Yeah. Also, speaking of which, the
Valentine's Day monster. Loneliness.
Loneliness. Is this hand lotion? Anyways, the family in this that comes to visit the main family here, it's heavily implied that they're like rednecks, right?
Yeah, I mean...
And like, they're clearly Republican standings, and the other one's like the liberals. And, you can see where Michael Dougherty's, like, political affiliations lie, I guess. Which, I mean, it looks like we're in line with one another. But, there's something later where they're like, oh, aren't you glad we brought all these guns after all? After it being, like, the butt of the joke at first. And I've always been a little unsure about how that joke was handled, because it's like, yeah, but...
Let's see that. Let me see that again.
Yeah. That's the only thing. Minor quibble, because everything else, I mean, like, I haven't even talked about it yet, but like the sound design, you always hear like the snow, and if you listen to it throughout the movie, it gets like heavier and louder outside. So it's like,
yeah,
now and then like later it's like,
oh, for sure, that's a good sound design.
Yeah, like they should have gotten a fucking Academy Award for sound design for this movie.
Hey, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking Blue Moon.
Blue Moon,
which they didn't pay us to drink or say on this, but if the Blue Moon, if you wanted to pay us.
Yeah, I would take their money.
Help. I like money. And beer.
Did you ever get into a fight with any of your family?
No.
No?
No. I disagree with people. And there are some extended family members where their politics are very iffy. Mm-hmm. And because I love the rest of my family so much and don't want to make a scene, I'm just like, hey, how's it going? And I don't go out of my way to talk to them. If they talk to me, I'll be like, okay. Yeah. Second I talk with politics, I'm like, well, time to open another beer.
Time to go.
Time to open another beer on the other side of the house.
There's this one cousin I punched in the face because he kept blowing out my candles when I was like 5. And I was like hyped on sugar.
Oh, that's what he fucking gets then.
Yeah. Bastard.
Yeah.
Got him right in the nose. Or the eye or something. But it's very, very, very relatable, this movie.
I almost got robbed once and I punched the guy.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that.
This is a true story. My friend and I were walking. I had a really shitty day. Mm-hmm. And we're walking to a Pizza Hut, or Domino's, whatever, a pizza place. And, because it was like only a couple blocks away. And then these two kids come, and they're like, well, they're the same age as us. Mm-hmm. And they were like, I didn't punch like a 5-year-old. But then these two guys come up to us, and they're like, hey, like, what do you got in your pocket? Shoot it this way. I'm like, nah, come on, man, I had a bad day. Like, let's not do this. And they kept being pushed, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, mijo. And I'm like, all right, fucking boom. And then I just dropped them, and I've never been in a fight. I'd never punched another human being, like, unless it was like just friends, just like, you know, elbowing and ribbing, like, lightly, just messing around. And then, I was like, oh my god, what happened? And my friend Lucas pulled me away, and then that was it.
Yeah. So, in the nose.
Yeah. I just...
Don't take no shit.
I guess not. So yeah, when Mike attacks his cousins, I'm like, I get it. Mm-hmm. You know? Like, it's... Even he's, like, even though his cousins are being dicks, and they're in the wrong, I don't think he's better for attacking them. You know what I mean? Like, like, he let the negativity get to him, which is, I think, is a big point of the movie, where he lost his Christmas spirit, and, like, he was the one keeping it alive here. And so it's like, oh, it's very thematically sound for a movie about an evil Santa Claus terrorizing mankind. And so here the snow gets heavier, it gets louder. wind starts blowing harder. Oh, like we can't hear it right now because we don't have headphones plugged into the TV, and we don't want to get the background noise into the audio. But oh, so good. Also, I don't think people understand how much I love Christmas. This is my favorite time of the year. Mm-hmm. I get giddy going around streets looking at all the Christmas lights.
You're not a Grinch.
Yeah, no, this is Christmas, capitalism. There's a lot of layers to discuss what is bad around Christmas time. Also, I love this little door open. So creepy. This is a creepy little snowman. But anyways, like...
You had all the clues.
I gave you all the clues,
Mr. Snowman.
I gave you all the clues.
Did you see that movie?
I saw The Snowman because I love
director of
Thomas Alfredson. Don't watch this. There's really nothing to gain from watching The Snowman. It is. I don't want to talk about that, but I liked. I can kind of see the ideas he wanted to do with that movie.
Creepy snowman movie.
But it's a serial killer movie. It should have been his Gone Girl, but instead it was like
dumb.
It was too dumb, and it's not his fault. Well,
Rebecca
it is his
Ferguson
fault.
and Michael Fassbender, are they okay?
They're okay, but there's a lot of things wrong with The Snowman. I don't want to talk about it too much right now because I want to talk about Krampus, but there's a lot of things wrong with it. They didn't finish shooting because Alfredson doesn't storyboard, so they missed like 15% of the movie, but I think they missed like 20 or 25%. I don't want to presume anything, and I don't know anything else, but
that's
it feels like a lot of that movie's missing.
Somewhat.
But I get what he's going for. Like, there's ideas about like how toxic masculinity and like repressed like sexuality can like fuck someone up.
Yeah.
And it could have been like his 7, you know, but it is a total misfire. No. Don't watch The Snowman. Watch everything else Alfredson's ever done.
Make memes about it.
Oh yeah, that's the greatest contribution from The Snowman.
All the fucking memes.
I gave you all the clues. I like the one where it's like, you know, I had to do it to a meme, but it's a snowman instead of the guy. And so it's like, you know, I did him all the clues.
Yeah. Someone did the greatest showman, but it's the greatest
snowman.
Stupid.
You know, like that's like the best part of The Snowman, just the memes. Because also that line's not in the movie. I gave you all the clues. At least I don't think it's in the movie. And also there's like literally no clues in the movie. There's nothing connecting it. The audience sees it, but there's no clues to who the killer is. They've never met. It's a mess.
I can see that movie.
Yeah.
Also, talking about the score is very good in this film.
Yes. Who did the score?
Doug Pipes.
Doug Pipes?
He's a cool dude. I actually met him at the screening for this film I worked on.
Oh yeah?
It was Awaken the Shadow Man. He was the composer for it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was a very good. That was a good score for that. I don't like the score in here.
Mm-hmm.
And he did Trick or Treat. I was trying to ask him very secretly about Michael Dougherty and Godzilla, but he didn't have any leads.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, before we go back to Krampus, we're mixed on the MonsterVerse at the time. You like one, I don't like another?
I wouldn't say I wouldn't like Godzilla. I wouldn't like aspects of Godzilla.
Okay. But I think it's safe to say we're both looking forward to Michael Dougherty's Godzilla.
Yeah. No, King of the Monsters. Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
Okay, Godzilla, King of the Monsters. It's a Godzilla movie that he's doing. Mm-hmm. Sorry about not getting the full title right. But
because he's the king.
Yeah, we're both looking forward to that. I wonder what that's going to look like because from this, I mean, I've only seen one movie, so I can't say too much, I guess, for perspective's sake. I don't get the full sense of scale. Like, I'm talking about some stuff right now. Yeah. Because I think it's important for, like, Toho scope and stuff, you know? You have to really capitalize on the size of Godzilla. Yes. And, you know, I'm not a big fan of Kong Skull Island, but the best parts of that movie are when the monsters are in view, and you get the scale of the monsters. It should be more. Anyways, but, like, Godzilla, I think that's something that's just irrefutable about that movie. Like, you get the weight of Godzilla, his movements, how he impacts the world around him in the first one, and so I'm very curious to see what Dougherty does with that. Because I think you have to focus more on the human characters for the next one, but it's still got to be about Godzilla. Yeah. You know,
I would be inclined to agree.
Mm-hmm.
I would give him the benefit of the doubt.
Oh yeah. No, it's just a curious cat thing for me. You know.
I'm very much looking forward to that film.
Yeah.
It's also is it next year?
I believe it is next year, 2018. Yeah. But this shot right here, this is good for scale, right there. Where yeah, it's very it's not only is it not eye level, the camera's kind of slanted a little. Not here. Here it's like it's just standard. But that one shot was like very like off-putting, and it kind of makes it a little uneasy. Wow. And right here, the sound. Listen to it closely when you rewatch it, Gene, because like you really hear like the vroom, vroom. Like this is like a $15 million movie, maybe even less. I think because I think some of that was for marketing, and it looks great. It sounds fucking phenomenal. And it just goes to show you don't need a big budget to make a good damn movie.
Yeah, there should be more.
And then like little stuff like that, like it's scary. Yeah. But it's kind of funny because he just froze to death. Yeah,
I really wish a lot of studios would focus more on mid-level blockbusters like this because they can get more profits out of it.
Yeah. Instead of like I'm not crazy about the entire quote unquote Conjuring universe. Like Annabelle is awful.
Is there a Conjuring universe? There's like 2 movies.
Conjuring 2, Annabelle 2, which is actually pretty solid.
I heard good things.
The Nun is coming out, which is a spin-off from The Conjuring 2, which is weird because The Nun is inherent to the story of The Conjuring 2. It's weird. But low-budget movies, they're all making over $100 million.
Yeah.
That's genius. That's what the Universal Monsters movies should be doing. Like, maybe mid-budget movies, 30, 50 million, right? Yeah, you don't need to make them action movies to be like
the dark universe,
profitable. Yeah,
dark universe.
Like you'd think they would catch on. This is Universal movie.
Yeah,
they should know that. Krampus made money. It like quadrupled its budget.
The dark universe.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Dark Universe.
Yeah. Oh, okay. This
never fucking missed you.
Yeah. Also, I mean, you cast Johnny Depp. If you cast Johnny Depp, you deserve to flop. You know.
At least they made him invisible.
Well, they
planning to.
Now the entire universe is invisible because it's not real.
Rags and scarves.
Spoilers for Murder on the Orient Express. I really enjoyed that movie.
Because they killed him.
But I also really liked that they killed him. And everyone just agreed that was morally acceptable. Okay, but with this scene right here. Super creepy because you don't get to see the monster yet, but also a hell of a way to raise the stakes because you don't just open with that. This is the first like quote unquote kill.
I'm a Jack in the Box.
Yeah. Also, the Jack in the Box is fucking horrifying. Like that is a legitimately unsettling monster to me in this movie. Mm. Also, I didn't even catch this. I showed my mom this movie, and she caught this. Every family member that gets taken pops up as a snowman later. Mm. So in the beginning, it was just the one snowman because someone got eaten or whatever, right? No, it's 2.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, yeah. So watch. Like I'll note it every time. Also, my mom has a very weird taste in movies. I've noticed. Like I think I tweeted out about her Star Wars rankings, and it's like she doesn't really like most of them, but she likes Revenge of the Sith and Rogue One a lot. That's it.
What about?
And Force Awakens and the original, but like the original one is like more of like a passive, like that's fine. So.
What about Return of the Jedi?
Nah, she doesn't care. Like she can't sit through the other ones. They're just not for her.
What about Holiday Special?
I would never submit someone through that. I would show them the first 10 minutes and be like, "That was hilarious, huh? We're stopping now because there's no reason for you to watch the rest of that." That's a fun party drinking viewing experience, I bet. Yeah.
It's like The Room for Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Chewie.
Fun fact: Chewbacca's dad watches porn.
Powerful. Is it Itchy?
Itchy, yeah.
Itchy.
Chewbacca's dad, Itchy, watches porn in Star Wars: The Holiday Special.
He jerks off.
That was canon for over 30 years. Yeah. So if you're one of someone who doesn't like the new Star Wars movies, totally acceptable. Yeah. You know?
And it's also really gross. His family is a room away. And
yeah. He's a pervert. But yeah, if you don't like these new Star Wars movies, totally fine, acceptable, whatever. Just don't be a dick about it. And for the love of God, don't say they're ruining the integrity of Star Wars.
Ruining your childhood.
Because I want you to take a close fucking look at what happened prior to them. So,
yeah,
just know where it's coming from, to say the least. I don't think I've ever seen the grandma in anything else.
No, I don't know. Maybe she's in something else.
Like, if this was a more, like, traditional American horror movie, or American horror comedy, Cloris Leachman is playing the grandma.
Yeah.
Also a genuinely good actress as well, but they would have gone a goofy.
No, dude, Betty White.
Is Betty White,
She's alive?
Is Betty White Jewish? I mean, German?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, Betty White would have been amazing in this, too. Because she's like, you know how she just does, like, low-budget, trashy comedies sometimes, right? Like, The Proposal or something.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's a whatever movie, but Betty White's really funny in it.
Was that one movie with Jamie Lee Curtis and Christian Bell?
I have no idea.
Yeah. She was the best part of that movie.
Okay, I don't know.
It was like You Again. It's like the worst Christian Bell movie.
Oh, okay. I gotta check it out.
It's terrible. What state was this in again? Chicago?
I don't think they say. It's because they just kind of throw you in there. And that actually leads me to my next point about this. Like, something's happening in the town. You don't know how big the town is. You don't know if it's big, small, just suburbs, just outside of, like, New York City for all we know, right? Because that doesn't matter. It's about just these people, and we're seeing everything from their perspective. It's unclear what's happening. You don't know, like, how deep this changes in the world.
Yeah.
None of this could be real for all we know. Yeah. This could just be in one of Krampus' snow globes. But
yeah.
You know what you need to know, and that honestly makes it kind of scarier.
Mr. Plow.
I wish more Christmas specials would go the scary route for television shows, you know? Like, I love happy-go-lucky Christmas stuff, too, but, it'd be nice to mix it up a little.
Yeah, like Charlie Brown.
I don't want to see Charlie Brown, like, face off against Krampus or anything. But, yeah, like, I don't know, like, if Arrow and The Flash did... Okay, The Flash had a Christmas special where the Trickster, played by the great Mark Hamill, and Weather Wizard teamed up to fight the Flash. And there's, like, some genuinely creepy stuff with the Trickster, like, and spinning dreidels. Explosive dreidels, you know?
It's creepy.
Yeah, and then Mark Hamill just plays that character so, like, cheekily. Whereas, like, yeah, he's crazy, but it's like, it's Mark Hamill and he's kind of lovable at the same time. Okay, this part. Where he's like, talking about, like, bringing guns to Christmas. And it's like, yeah, that makes me uncomfortable if my family members did that. But, then later it's like, obviously they need them. Or they think they need them to survive. And they kind of do, and they go up against the little monsters. So it's like, I think that's the only part where it gets a little murky for me. In terms of what the movie's trying to say, a little bit. Yeah, that comfy on this chair.
Would you put Die Hard on the Christmas tree?
Yeah.
Is that a Christmas tradition?
Not for me, but I watch it every Christmas. Yeah. And for the record, I know people get tired of hearing Die Hard. Die Hard, my favorite Christmas movie. Like, it's one of the best movies ever made.
Is it a Christmas movie?
But, like, I get people getting tired of that. Because it's like... That's like the bro answer now, unfortunately. Where it's like, they think they're afraid to, like, touch on their more, like, sentimental side. Like, oh, I love action movie for Christmas. And it's like, the point of Die Hard is that he can't talk to his family. And then only when he's pushed to, like, the edge of his existence is when he can finally, like, barely sum up the feelings to tell his wife that he's sorry, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, I think people still miss the point of Die Hard a little bit. What doesn't mean I don't love stuff like It's a Wonderful Life, which
that's my favorite.
Just makes me cry all the time.
Yeah. Is that your favorite?
Yeah, that's traditional Christmas movie, hell yeah. It's a Wonderful Life is one of the best movies ever made. Like, that's a top 10 movie. That's a top 10 movie for me.
My lips splitting them.
The note at the end, even that is just, like, gut-wrenchingly beautiful to me. And I love this. Just even before you know what it is, when she keeps checking the fire constantly throughout the movie, like, even in the background, it's like, oh, something's happening there. So, like, on rewatches, you know, the grandma's, like, knows what's up. And she's like, fuck.
Some good lighting.
Yeah. And just like, look at the set design, man. It's so creepy, but like appropriately, not like fucking Zodiac or anything, but very it's like Satan's gingerbread house, you know?
Yeah, I could see that.
And then that I love that.
Creepy.
Like the monster stuff tickles a very particular itch for me in my my movie watching preferences.
Like itchy.
Yeah. Also, did he eat a part of the gingerbread man right there?
I think so.
I love it. I love it. I mean, even like the way they get the frostbite throughout them, like when they're outside and inside this house when they go back. For a couple scenes, they have the frost burns.
Frostburn.
Yeah. Or frostbite. What the fuck am I saying? We don't have snow in Los Angeles, so forgive me if I mix up my snow talk.
We have fires.
Yeah. Too many.
Earthquake.
Very unfortunate. Like her mutual friend Cameron Carpenter. Check out his stuff on YouTube. But he's like, yep, I'm in the middle of all fires right now. That'd be terrifying to me.
Yeah.
At least some of the 1%ers lost their house, I guess. Which is nice. And he's really the movie starts really kicking off.
Yeah. Have you been in snow?
I have been in snow many a times.
All right. Just checking.
Yeah. First time when I was like 2, I don't know. I was taken as a baby, and then here I thought they were just gonna straight up kill off David Koechner too. I was like, oh shit, they're just going for
David
it.
Koechner.
Yeah, but no, I like that they kept him around.
Because he's funny.
Yeah, because he's funny and everything too. And the first time I saw this part, I thought, oh here, I'll wait for the shot. Like I think you know what I'm gonna say. Like it's shot a certain way where you think like, oh, did he just do that? Wait for it. Right there. Or I thought he like mercy killed him or something. I was like, what? That's a little. That's jumping to a fucking conclusion, man. You know. Yeah. And also, it's cool that you never see what that is. Like I thought at first it was implied to be like the Jack in the Box, but the Jack in the Box moves slowly, so it's not that. You just never see. It's cool. Anyways, what the fuck was I saying? We used to have notes for this.
Snow.
Oh yeah. In Palm Springs at one point too, I'll never forget. I was like in 6th grade. I was driving by with my dad, and it was snowing in Palm Springs. That doesn't happen. It was so cold. It started snowing, and so we just had a snowball fight. Took a little snowball home, you know. And your kid is like,
yeah, it melted.
No. I had a nice chest.
Oh, okay.
I didn't just put it in like my lap. I know what happens to snow. Fuck. But yeah, that was cool. And then I've been back and forth from like Big Bear and whatnot.
Yeah.
For years. Also, fun fact: one of my best friends and I, we were staying at this place with his family and some of my family, and we're like, all right, shuffle off the ice from the deck tonight. As soon as we got there, that way we can barbecue during the day tomorrow. All right, cool. And then we can jump off the ledge because it was like a 3-story place. Right? We jump off into the pile of snow in the morning. All right. We didn't realize that snow hardens overnight, so we jumped off first thing in the morning, like 7. We were so excited. We jumped off the edge into the snow, except we didn't jump into the snow. We jumped onto the snow, and so we had to run around the house to get back inside, like broken bodies, all mangled, freezing.
How badly did it hurt?
It hurt so bad. It was awful. That was genuinely painful. Yeah. No Krampus problems there, though.
Yeah. Krampus.
Mm-hmm. And I think my favorite thing about the dynamic between the dads in this movie is that even though David Koechner's like he's all talk basically, right? Mm-hmm. He comes in when it counts, but the real like mature father in this movie is obviously the Adam Scott one. Because, he's not like traditional machismo role, right? Also love this, just drinking the schnapps. But he's a good dad and he's a good leader because when it counts, David Kochner's dad as the dad is like, just freaking the fuck out, and Adam Scott's like, not here. Mm-hmm. That's all they need. Because they know that they have a job to do now, to look out for their family, and that's good storytelling, I feel like.
I wish the sister was in more of the film. She was
yeah. Because she's kind of like the butt of the jokes a lot of this.
Yeah, I wish she didn't get killed off. That's the only thing.
Yeah. Oh, no, I thought you were talking about the aunt. Never mind.
No.
The sister. But I guess for the story that they set out to tell, it makes sense for her to be the one to go. Because like, I'm checking my boyfriend. And then, blah.
She's dead.
Yeah. Well, did anyone... I think it's important to talk about, like... We're assuming you've seen this movie if you're listening to this. Because Krampus is fucking great. But I think they died and then Max convinced Krampus at the end that he was able to keep the Christmas spirit alive. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, I'll let you guys go, but I'm always going to be watching. That's my read on the ending. Mm-hmm. What is yours?
I kind of felt he kind of Groundhog Day affected them. Goes back to like it didn't happen, messed with time. But also got I felt more sinister about the ending where maybe it wasn't all real or it was real. But I don't know, there was something sinister.
Oh, it's definitely sinister.
Yeah.
Like, right. I think there's that great vine, like, you better watch out, you better watch out, you better watch out, you better watch out. Like, that's how I feel about this. Yeah, like, that's my take on the ending.
I would go with that ending,
yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. Because it's just the right amount of mean, while still being about Christmas, you know?
How many days till Christmas?
At the time recording this, I think, like...
12?
12, yeah.
No, a week. 8 days.
Oh, fuck, yeah. 8 days till Christmas Eve.
Did you do all your shopping?
No, I'm fucked. It feels... I have money in my bank account this year, at least, so...
Okay.
I could get people presents, that they deserve, not just like, hey, I got you a mug.
Got you a nice mug.
Yeah.
Hey, do you have a favorite Christmas song?
You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. I like the Jingle Bells riff in Iron Man 3 a lot.
Okay.
I can't think of one off the top of my head. Even though the context has been brought to light as being maybe a little creepy. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a little unsettling, but...
That's a good choice, excluding the context.
Yeah, it's important to talk about context. If someone's uncomfortable with that, they put that on and be like, okay, I'll change it. Because, I get it.
I wonder, was that, yeah, I don't know, with that song.
Yeah.
Mine is, I'll go with Baby Please Come Home, either by Darling Love or Joey Ramone. Either one works.
Not Christmas Shoes?
Fuck no. It's the worst Christmas song. You know that song, right?
Yeah, he showed it to me.
Yeah, you have to see the Patton Oswalt. Like,
yeah, I saw that after.
He's like, man, is this kid like lying? You're like, what? It's like, can you imagine being at the pearly gates and being like, oh, fuck, you can't come in there.
Okay, so
you can't come in there with these shoes, motherfucker.
Okay, so maybe it's not every family member that gets taken. I think it's people in the community that get taken. They add a snowman.
Okay.
So, like,
a lot of people.
Yeah, so there's gonna be a lot of snowman outside. But like after they take the next kid, look at what he's wearing, and then look at one of the snowmen.
Okay.
Like it's like front and center. I relate to the drunk aunt.
Drunk aunt.
Yeah. I never gotten hammered on Christmas, but I feel like I should at one point.
Yeah.
I'm not upset about anything. I'm just like, I don't want to do that. I like Christmas parties. Oh my god. I have a friend that throws like the best Christmas parties every year. We went one time. in the Montebello one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't remember.
I remember enough of it. But, yeah, every year that one is it's a hoot and a holler. And that's, yeah. Yeah. Playing Nintendo 64 in the living room, which is also nice.
Yeah. His grandma got run over by a reindeer. A good Christmas song?
No. It's a weird-ass Christmas song. Weird? Why are you going to sing about that?
I don't know.
What's the point of that?
She got ran over on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. It just seems depressing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't get that song. I guess now is it supposed to be like funny, quotation marks, or is it supposed to be like dark?
Yeah, grandma got run over by a reindeer. Something Christmas Eve. Something. I don't even know the words.
Because they don't really play it anymore.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think?
I don't know. I know my family never liked it. Like, they couldn't stand it. I like the dynamic between the dads and David Kochner's like, no, you spend time with your family, you go rest, I'll keep the first watch. And it's like, it's a fine line between like comedy, drama, and horror in this movie, because it's like, that's a well-meaning bit. It's not the butt of a joke. It becomes a joke when he can't do it, because Adam Scott is ultimately the more capable parent, and it becomes a little sad in a way, but it's never too sad. Like, there's a real Joe Dante vibe to it, like where like Gremlins 2 is a really cynical movie,
or Looney Tunes,
or Looney Tunes back in action. Like, he deals with some really like cynical themes in his movies, but he plays it like Looney Tunes, so it's like more digestible. You know? I mean, like Shane Black talked about setting a lot of his movies at Christmas. I think it was him who talked about it, where it's like, well, he said at Christmas it's jolly, ho ho ho, fun times with family, so someone could like digest what's happening better. So like Lethal Weapon opens with like a porn star being drugged and committing suicide.
Or the nice guys.
Or the nice guys. Fucking, that is an ugly opening. But that movie kind of needs that for what it's about, because it's an ugly movie too. But not in a way. I mean, it's debatable. I feel
it's
someone
not off-putting.
Yeah, it's not off-putting. But if someone's like, I don't like the way Shane Black writes women to show the extent of violence. Like, I get that. Like, same thing for like David Lynch's work, or like I guess like Nolan, because everybody's wife dies and it's about them dealing with it at some point. In a lot of his movies.
It's only like 3 characters.
Okay,
it's only like 2 characters.
Like, if someone brought that up and be like, I don't like those stories.
Only Memento and Inception.
It doesn't matter. It's like, if someone brought that up to me, I'd be like, I get it. I like all those movies. But if someone brought that up to me, I'd be like, yeah.
For those 2 movies. Inception and Memento. I feel like that's a little exaggerating it.
Yeah. And then, this is great. Here it comes. It's just a cartoon. It's great.
Think how I would want to eat that gingerbread man?
Why? It's from hell.
Like, he looks pretty good.
It's from hell.
He looks pretty tasty, man. Like, I'd want to eat a porg.
What is wrong with you?
Chewbacca ate a porg.
Chewbacca didn't eat the porg. That was the point of that scene.
He killed a porg.
He killed a porg. Yes, he did kill a porg. But that's why he keeps him around. He feels guilty, which is such a funny beat. And I guess spoilers for The Last Jedi. Sorry.
Chewbacca and the porg.
Sorry. Sorry, everyone. But yeah, like that little scene right here with the psychotic gingerbread men, the murderous gingerbread men. That's some Looney Tunes level shit right there.
Do you like Looney Tunes back in action, by the way?
I love Looney Tunes back in action. Joe Dante is one of our underrated directors.
It's better than Space Jam.
Yes, because Space Jam is funny as a meme. I need to rewatch it, but I don't feel like I'm gonna like it.
Yeah.
When I do,
I think Looney Tunes back in action is like a cult classic.
It is. That's a great movie. But yeah, like that. Like it's ridiculously goofy. But what's happening is tragic and horrifying. That's hard to do and make it like compelling and like fit. Like nothing in this movie feels like it's out of place.
No.
Tonally, which is insane.
Oh, shit. He's dead.
Yeah, and then they get the kid. All right. So also great like Hitchcockian shot with them going up the
the chimney.
Thank you. God, I don't use my chimney, so I don't.
It's just a shoot.
Yeah. But yeah, like that's great because the chimney is like dynamic, like visually dynamic already because it's just like little square, like it's so neat. I love scrappy filmmaking like that.
Mm-hmm. No one has chimneys anymore.
I mean, I have a chimney, I just don't use it.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, it's taking a little while to get there. Hang on. Well, let's keep an eye on the snowman. Remember what the kid was wearing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. It's important.
And grandma exposition.
Yeah. Oh, this I had no idea. This caught me so off guard when I first saw it. Like, not the grandma backstory. You kind of get that there's more to her from the get-go. Like, the way she's, like, carrying herself, and especially when stuff starts getting a little heavier in the plot. But, like, how she gives the backstory, just visually, like, that very old-school storybook type narrative.
Mm-hmm.
And it's made like the old Rudolph and claymation stuff. But yeah, this stuff is all wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Like the silhouettes, just like I don't know how they filmed it. I don't know if it was CG or they actually did claim. I guess it's got to be claymation, right?
They outsourced to Leica.
Oh, that makes total sense. That makes me so happy because I love Leica. And that's sad.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It's messed up.
Yeah, I forgot about that too.
I feel bad for eating these Christmas cookies.
Yeah, because we're recording a podcast, so I almost feel as bad as that little girl losing her Santa. So if you hear chewing loudly, it's Gene. Why didn't you just eat before?
I'm chewing slowly.
That's not. It's still gonna make the same amount of noise. It's just gonna be slower. Yeah.
Have you encountered people that don't like Christmas?
Yeah, all the time. But I kind of get it because there's a lot of, like I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of layers to like Christmas, and like it's not just one thing. Christmas has a lot of things, whether it be like religious, just time for family, capitalist endeavors, honestly, kind of ugly like ramifications for just like businesses and how people like pursue things. Like I think that's why I like the opening of this a lot, even though it's a little mean spirited. Like it's clearly Black Friday, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know things.
It's actual footage from.
It's actual footage from Black Friday, but yeah,
they did that on South Park one year, where they had actual footage from Black Friday intercut.
Oh, well, that's funny. But yeah, I think that there's a lot of layers to it, and I get someone not liking Christmas. I have a very close friend that doesn't like it, and I get her reasonings.
Does she not like all holidays?
No.
Or just Christmas specific?
Halloween is lit for us.
Okay.
But
so just not Christmas?
Yeah, just not Christmas.
There's New Year's, Thanksgiving are cool?
Yeah, New Year's are cool. Also, the Krampus silhouette with all the little silhouetted monsters. Like, I love silhouettes in movies. I think they look like so good. Nosferatu? Yeah, like Nosferatu, basically, yeah. And he just winks and goes on his way. Because it's so cheeky. It is gorgeous. If that makes sense. I just eat everything up that this movie has to offer to me.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was like I'm like freaking out. That's so perfect for that.
I think it was. The Grinch's heart grew 20 sizes that day.
No, Krampus is shrinking hearts, dude. Yeah, and I like that immediately as he's like rebuking all this stuff, like stuff starts escalating. He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna go get my kid back.
Get my guns. Yeah. Try to take it away from me.
Yeah, back to that Flash episode really quick. I think Mark Hamill's Trickster has a line like, welcome to like a real war on Christmas. He's like terrorizing Star City.
God damn it.
Or Central City. And that's like funny, because it's cheeky and it's clearly not. Like it's a cartoon.
Yeah, I know.
You know? Essentially. Yeah.
Happy holidays.
Yeah. Happy holidays.
So pissed off. They said happy holidays.
They're ruining Christmas.
So fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Could you imagine, like, someone says, like, Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Oh, okay. I'll go about my business.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, what denomination they're from. Or if they celebrate it, and then, like, someone responds, like, oh, fuck you.
Yeah. Okay. Look. Okay.
Mini Snowman.
There's a little one in the front. He's calling out for his son, right? And hang on. Right there. He's wearing the same shit as the kid. And he's like, oh, shit. Look it. Oh, it's great. It's fucking great. Those creepy little elves. And you don't see them until the end. And even then, they're wearing masks. Mm-hmm. It's so good.
Yeah, I mean, elves are, like, kind of creepy.
Elves are creepy as shit.
Like, I mean, like, we get ancient elves.
Yeah. Like, Lord of the Rings made them, like, sexy.
Yeah. And
everyone's gorgeous who's an elf in that movie.
Christmas elves kind of...
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you look at, like, Jeff Sessions, like, oh, that's fucking creepy. Like, fucking... Yeah.
Anything that's small and pin-size in stature.
Yeah.
And has to do with, like, fantasy elements is creepy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
25th.
Yeah. Like, the teddy bear's not creepy in that shot, but, like, the snowman is fucking horrifying.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was the age that you learned there wasn't a Santa?
I honestly don't even remember.
No?
No, I think I must have been, like, 7?
7? I think I was, like...
Maybe even younger. It was never it was a thing for me, but it was never that big a thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
You
didn't believe in fat, bearded men?
I always thought it was a little weird. Mm-hmm. But I liked... At one point, I remember this, when I was younger, like 4 or 5, my parents went all out with the milk and cookies, and then they got boots. My dad had these work boots.
Oh,
and
they did that to me too.
He would stomp the ground, yeah.
It'd be like snow?
Yeah, no, it was from the chimney.
Oh, okay.
We have snow here.
They put like snow, like white footprints or something.
Oh, okay.
Like he was here and he broke.
I mean, I know you're an adult now. You didn't get this as a kid, but wouldn't it have just melted?
House.
Wouldn't the snow just melted in the house?
I guess
just
so.
been water.
Kids can't figure that out.
I know, but like now I'm an adult. I'm like, I would never do that to my kid.
16 years later, Miss Santa.
Maybe I'm just cynical. I don't know. But yeah, no, I love the concept of Santa. Like I would do that for my kids if I have kids. But I wouldn't. I don't begrudge someone for if they don't do that. And but I think it's a nice sentiment. Mm-hmm. Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year, unless you're dealing with Krampus, where you will be dragged down to the pits of hell through fire and chains and a lot of morbid shit.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like a Christmas Story.
Yeah, just like a Christmas Story.
Deals with hell.
Yeah. I was going to say, I want an alien movie to take place on Christmas, but Prometheus takes place on Christmas.
Yeah, it does.
So I totally forget about that. You ever come around on Prometheus or not?
I need to see it again. Mm-hmm. I think I told you, the more I think about that movie, I was like, like, I was kind of whatever on it. But I would have to see it again to be sure.
Yeah. Like, I think,
there are some things I really like about it, and other things I'm like, not so keen on.
Yeah. I like, this cyclical nature of the alien movies where people get really optimistic and hopeful and they feel like they can do better. And then the sequels immediately undercut all that and they're like, no, here's a really nihilistic takedown of humanity.
Mm-hmm. And they didn't have Space Jesus.
And they didn't have Space Jesus, yeah. Oh my god, that's the stupidest shit. I don't even want to talk about that now. If we do an alien commentary at some point, or Prometheus commentary, we'll bring that up. But if you're curious, just Google Prometheus, Ridley Scott, Jesus. Just buckle up. That's fucking insane.
It is insane.
Yeah. I like... okay. Also, the character's proactive in this, Like, in a lot of haunted house movies. This is really, quote-unquote, haunted house movie, but they're in a house, haunting, whatever. Characters aren't that proactive to find out what's going on. Here, they're just like... Because this is a short movie. This is like an 80-minute movie.
Is it? Is it 80 minutes?
It's short. It's technically, I guess, 90, but that's with credits.
Yeah, we could look it up right now.
Yeah.
It's
short.
It's like an hour and 36.
Yeah, that's not a long movie. No. And so they're constantly like, something comes up, they adapt to it. If something comes up, they start learning about it. And it's a simple, clear structure that totally works for a movie of this length.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't overstay its welcome, which is an issue I have with some bigger budget movies at times nowadays.
Hitchcockian.
Yeah, very creepy. That right there. Oh, fuck. That would scare the shit out of me too, kid. Don't even worry about it. And it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
No sound, no nothing.
It's gone.
It's gone. Yeah.
It's creepy, like when Tim Allen killed Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And kicked him off a roof.
You ever see that meme where he's like, it's the opening of Christmas Story where he does that.
No, the Santa Claus.
Yeah, the Santa Claus, thank you. And then he tells his son, like, oh, I had to kill him. Because he was controlling all of us, you know? And then he's like, Dad, something's happening to you. And he's becoming the Santa Claus. He was like, Tim, you're going to have to kill me too. He's like, I can't. He's like, do it, Tim. Do it! And he's becoming Santa. That was great.
Yeah. The Santa Claus. It's a fucking escape clause.
Yeah. That's so stupid.
The Santa Claus 2.
Was there a second? Oh my god, there's a trilogy, huh? What were they even
Santa,
about?
So, like, the first one was about him becoming Santa Claus, and I guess his relationship with his son. Because I think, because he was a single parent, right? Or he was divorced. And then the second one was he has to get married.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh, that's like a really weird
powers.
Nuclear family thing.
Yeah.
To, like, impose on people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he needs a Mrs. Claus.
And then, like,
They don't need shit. He's a fucking...
There was a robot Santa Claus for some reason.
What?
Yeah, there's a Robo Santa Claus, like a...
When?
It looks like a Botox version of Tim Allen.
In the second one?
Yeah, in the second one.
What the fuck?
And then in the third one, he just, like, fights Jack Frost.
What? What?
Yeah, that happened.
Oh my god. What the hell?
It's like a cinematic universe of Santa Claus. Hey, you know, it was a good movie, that Guardians, The Rise of the Guardians. Or,
Rise of the Guardians was really good.
It was really good.
Underrated.
And then it, like, didn't do well.
Yeah.
Like, Hugh Jackman as the Easter Bunny. It was a dope idea.
That's badass. It's the most badass Easter Bunny I've ever
Baldwin
seen.
something?
I'm not
I think
sure.
he's Santa. He's like a Russian Santa for some reason.
Oh, I love that. I loved that in that movie.
And then, like, Isla Fisher is, like, the Tooth Fairy.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah, that makes sense. But this when the shit like starts hitting the fan, all the monsters basically come out to play. This is when I was like, yeah, this is one of my new favorite movies.
Mm-hmm. Like gingerbread.
Yeah. Oh.
Never looked at gingerbread men the same way again.
Yeah. Like you go over to a family, and say, oh, you want to make some gingerbread men? No.
Mm-hmm. They're hard to make.
Not again.
They're hard to, like, decorate.
No, they're not. You just put little gumdrops for buttons. I don't know. I think you're overstating the strength of gingerbread men. We can defeat them. We're just bread and ginger.
Just eat them.
Just eat them. Which is exactly how one of the action scenes plays out later in the movie. It's great. Okay, here comes like this shit where it just like destroyed me.
Wait for it?
Yeah.
Have you seen the memes with Rudolph?
There's a lot of them.
Where it's like, here, just tell me when that moment's coming.
Okay. Also, she was gonna die when she was gonna open those boxes earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Like if she had opened them up there, she would have been eaten first.
She'd be dead.
Yeah. And like I think the only thing that like kind of I wish they had incorporated a little more was the family in the living room. Like maybe a gingerbread man escapes into there, you know, and then that way like everyone's doing something.
Try to eat me.
Yeah, but I mean like it's already like so busy with like the other two like little mini set pieces that I can kind of dig it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's up. No. Can't find it.
And that little shot of the gingerbread man looking through the house. Oh,
There's a little gingerbread house.
yeah, that's hilarious.
Do people eat gingerbread houses, or are they just like decoration?
I eat them.
Oh, you can eat them.
Yeah, I eat them.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can eat them.
I mean, sometimes you can make them like just to decorate them, but I think part of the fun is eating them.
Mm-hmm.
You know. sort of like Legos.
When man's legacy
build up
to
something
destroy,
just to destroy.
To create and destroy.
Yeah. Exactly.
Create the gingerbread and then
destroy it.
Destroy them.
Yeah. Very Krypton or Krypton as
Marlon Brando.
Marlon Brando would say, "Okay, this is the one where I was like, oh, what the fuck." This is what? It's so gross. It's like its mouth is all like juicy and shit.
Oh, that's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
The practical effects are
so good in this, yeah. And then it just wipes its mouth after it ate the kid.
What was it called? Like a Jake in the Box or something?
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box.
Jake in the Box?
I think that was from...
Adventure Time?
No, it was from Rudolph.
Oh, yeah.
The Misfit Toys.
That's a cute-ass movie.
I mean, that's depressing.
Oh, yeah, it's a sad movie, but it's cute.
Okay, so Rudolph goes, deviation from the norm will be punished unless it is exploitable. It's the message of that Christmas special. So reminds me of Toy Soldiers.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Is that a Joe Dante?
That's a Joey Dante joint, too. Yeah. Yeah, this is a very Joe Dante movie. Like, Joe Dante would have made this in the 80s or 90s.
Yeah.
For sure.
Phil Hartman would have been good as the dad.
Oh.
You may remember me such movies as Jingle All the Way, Toy Soldiers.
Oh, this one's creepy as fuck, too.
Oh, I hated that. 'Cause it's all feathery. I hate feathers.
Feathers make things creepy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need the... so creepy. I don't need the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park to be, like, realistic now that we know, like, the extent of...
feathers.
Yeah, now that we know the extent of that. But, like, wouldn't it be creepier if, like, velociraptors had the feathers and whatnot?
Yeah, but I was going to say for Jurassic Park, they're not really dinosaurs. They're genetic recreations of dinosaurs.
Yeah, but they're genetic recreations of actual dinosaur DNA.
Yeah, but like the DNA, and they kind of messed with that as well.
That becomes a plot thing in Jurassic World, but not the.
But you know what I mean? They're not. That makes sense for them not to have
it's not an issue for me. Also, I love the bear. I just love the bear. I was a big fan of the first Five Nights at Freddy's. And
is there 5?
It's actually going to be 5 now. Yeah.
Wow.
But the first one, I was a fan of. Also, that's like the wet willy of death.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even this toy.
I hope these people work on the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Yeah, like this is what it should be like. Also, that's straight up toy soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
And this shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like it's so goofy, but it's so creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Like the gingerbread men are funny, And like there's not really like, you don't really feel stakes until like right here, where you're like, oh shit, wait a second, I forgot people are dying in this movie.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, no, it's hilarious. But it was also kind of like genuinely tense when you watch it for the first time, and then like that's cute, There's very like cute attitude.
Oh
in this
shit!
movie.
Does the dog die?
No. The dog lives, thankfully, in that.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. I think it gets it later, but it doesn't. They don't show anything. Thankfully, it's not like gruesome.
Kind of reminds me of Chucky.
Yeah.
Cult of Chucky.
Oh yeah! Shout out to Cult of Chucky, which was amazing for whatever reason.
What the fuck? Oh my god, that's so creepy.
Yeah.
I hate that.
That's the ugliest monster, I feel like, just because like psychologically watching it swallow a child whole is the stuff of nightmares.
Mm.
On this, I love this. Blah! Oh, so gross, but fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck your bears.
Yeah. And she just goes full on mama bear, like you're fucking with her kid. She's gonna fuck shit up, dude. Boom! I love it. That's genuinely badass, Like usually like heroic action moments are like saved for like traditionally like Hollywood looking people. But no, this is just a normal Midwestern mom who's like, things are fucking with my kids, I gotta go fucking kick ass. She ultimately fails, but she saves one of them, which I think is important. And that grossed me out too. It's like, what did she spit up? Like, did it like lather them in something, to swallow them?
Saliva.
Yeah. Boom. That's cool too. Although she did use up all the bullets on it, but I'm not going to nitpick that.
Yeah, Toni.
Collette.
Collette.
Toni Collette.
She's always good.
Yeah.
Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah. Big fan.
Yeah, In Her Shoes. That bad Cameron Diaz movie.
I never saw it.
Kind of bad.
I'm not a Cameron Diaz hater, but I've
Heard she's mean.
I've never been I've never seeked out her work. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
But I'm a big fan of her work in The Counselor.
Yeah.
She is used so well in that movie.
I mean,
You haven't seen it. You can't say anything.
with that car,
Yeah, that movie, that scene genuinely works in the context of that.
like,
There's a lot to talk about with The Counselor, but that works.
okay.
Yeah, this is the part where the dog's like, all right, he's up.
Good dog.
Yeah, it's a very good boy. All dogs at the end of the day are good boys.
13 out of 10s.
13 out of 10 dog right there.
I just turned on Twitter and it went to We Rate Dogs. Was that one response with we rate dogs where they're like, I don't fucking care what you think, Brett? Or like, it was like...
No, someone was complaining about, like, how come all the dogs are, like,
They're
11
10s.
out of 10 and 12 out, like, it's out of 10. And he's like, they're good dogs, Brent.
Then the guy responded again?
No, like, that was it. It was just like, oh,
I thought he said like something really
I don't know the whole exchange. Yeah. It's like years old
and then
now.
someone got mad at them for saying something like political, and they're like, "Fuck you."
Oh yeah, they were like saying like something like against like the GOP and Republicans, and like, "Hey, I've come here to follow dogs," and they're like, "Fuck you, dude!" Like, oh yeah, oh, it's so gross though. Like, it's just like, Also, the implication is that it ate the dog, I believe. But they even for a movie like as kind of mean as this, like they know that's over the line.
Can't kill off that dog.
No, they did. So I love the teddy bear so much. Like that should be Five Nights at Freddy's. You're right.
That was cool.
Yeah. I love the drunk ant saving him.
I'm fucking.
And that boom! Oh, like that's hilarious. Just perfectly in the wreath.
Yeah. I've had enough of these 2.5 men. God. It's 3 men. Doesn't make sense.
Can't be half a man. Then like it's sad. It's like shocking shit happening, but it's just so funny to watch.
Mm-hmm. The Krampus.
Oh no! First elves, which are also creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't notice that the first time I saw it, like, but they're just instantly they barge in and like, all right, cleanup time, and they immediately put out the fire. They start strapping the Jack in the Box. They align all the family members against the wall. Decide to take the ant, get the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, dude, no wonder those Keebler elves are like just so fucking like business oriented. That's all they're good at.
Fucking Jeff Sessions.
Yeah, fucking Jeff Sessions.
Can't get over it. Weed is a non-habit forming drug that is used to help people with stress and PTSD and cancer. Bastards.
Well, look, Jeff Sessions is a piece of shit. That's it. He's just a piece of shit. Yeah, fucking. And like that. Like, that's kind of funny. You're like, oh, fuck.
Fucking creepy.
Yeah. The Jack in the Box is still the creepiest to me, but like, yeah, that's unsettling. Very like,
All the Elbic Road.
Yeah.
All the Elbic Road.
Wait, what?
Is the, from,
Oh, that's creepy right there, too. He's just like, oh, you're
Wizard
next.
of Oz? What are they called? Follow the Elbic Road?
Oh, Follow the Yellow Brick Road, yeah.
What are they
The Munchkins, which
Munchkins.
is kind of a definitely problematic term.
Well, I mean, I don't know what they were called. I don't know.
No, but little people.
No, I meant like in the movie.
No, I know, but they're little people. Is
like what they called them in the movie.
Yeah, I know, but you get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't say that.
I didn't say they were Munchkins.
No, I know, but you're asking for the name of the movie.
Hmm.
Okay, even though this isn't like the most colorful movie, it's shot and edited in a way that like even the blues like pop, like it feels cold, like you can feel the air getting colder in the
sweater.
movie. Yeah, and I think something about a lot of modern horror films are that as much as I'm a fan of the Blumhouse stuff for the most part, all their movies look the same for the most part, you know.
Like Happy Death Day look the same.
It's some of the color grading. I think it needed a little work.
Mm-hmm.
Because they all shoot digital. They have like a streamlined editing thing. You know, I mean the Marvel House stuff had that for a while too. They're kind of growing out of that now, thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
Much smarter people have called that out before, so I'm not breaking new ground here or anything. But it's very. I think it's important to talk about with stuff like this because like.
Do you mean just like the Blumhouse horror films?
The Blumhouse horror films, yeah.
They do non-horror.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the horror films specifically because a lot of horror movies look very similar. Like, I'm very excited for New Mutants. That looks very Blumhousey though, in terms of like color.
They should have did that
and palette. Like, say what you will about Gore Verbinski stuff. Cure for Wellness don't look like a standard horror film.
No.
And just like the way they use like the blues and like the lights when they were on, is very like Del Toro is someone who utilizes like color very well.
Need to see Shape of Water.
Yeah, I do.
Let's go see it right now.
I think I'm actually going in the morning after recording this.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I got to double check what someone's supposed to go with. But yeah, like even his lower budget stuff, the color's always like something. He knows that you go to watch a movie to watch a fucking movie. You don't go to a movie to watch something that looks like concrete. Even when something like Krampus is breaking through the fucking chimney. That's very alien to me.
Would win the alien or the Krampus?
Krampus. Well, no. I don't know. Fantasy and science fiction. I think facehuggers are scarier than the Alien Queen. The Alien Queen only runs in Alien vs. Predator.
That doesn't count.
When's the last time you watched it?
Like a month ago.
I don't believe you.
Yeah,
That's a pretty fun movie.
Is it?
It's dumb, but it's fun. Also, Stana Lafon, I believe the actress' name is, very good in that movie. So, shout out to them. But I also don't hate Paul W.S. Anderson like a lot of people, so maybe that's it.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh yeah, the Krampus design. We haven't talked about that at all, but perfect, I guess. Like, I know I keep tossing that word around, and it's very hyperbolic, but like this is just so like perfectly creepy for this movie, where it's maybe a little goofy, maybe a little out there, definitely a little out there, but in the right ways for the story they're telling, where you know it's wrapped around with all these chains that he used to drag people to hell. The face is another face over its face. You never see its real face. That's like it's like he murdered Santa Claus and decided to wear his face to be more fucked up. That's gross. And this one, that was sad. But also smart enough to know when to be mean and when to be a little sad. You know, it was like they didn't need to show the grandma getting dragged away. You know, and a nice moment how she's trying to convince Krampus that there's still something worth saving here. But he's like, nah, you had your chance.
Killed them. Killed them all, Peter. Just doing it Zack Snyder directed Spider-Man. Yeah.
Bringing up a lot of memes today.
A lot of memes, yeah. Feeling meme-tastic.
I'm all here for Action Hero Adam Scott. Adam Hero. Yeah. Because he's got an everyman quality about him, you know? That you don't really see with a lot of action movies nowadays.
No, not really.
Yeah. Like, I think that's why I'm drawn to a lot of, like, 80s action movies, too. They're very, non-superhero-y. You know, I love my superhero stuff, but I don't want everything to be John Wick, and I don't want everything to be Atomic Blonde. I want some diversity.
You like those.
Right? I love them. Love them. I genuinely believe John Wick 2 is one of the best movies ever made.
Mm-hmm.
I think Atomic Blonde is one of the quintessential modern action movies. Same thing with the first John Wick.
Mm-hmm.
But, not everything needs to be, like, super heroic. Sometimes I think it's more inspiring or more exciting to watch a normal man stand up to an extraordinary situation.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, Krampus.
Yes.
That happens with Adam Scott here. Like, that's more heroic than, like, anything in a Peter Berg movie.
Peter Berg.
Yeah. Is that his name?
Like, that's his name. Like, Battleship.
I was thinking Patriots Day, but yeah.
Oh, okay. When Rihanna launches that missile. Boom.
Okay. So I had this idea for an action movie set in Hawaii way back when.
Okay.
Where
Did it have Rihanna?
One of the taglines was going to be "Mahalo, motherfucker," right? Or like that was going to be like the line, in the
that's the
finale.
one-liner.
And then I saw the trailer for Battleship,
Battleship.
and I was like, "No fucking way! They did not." No, and I got visibly upset by that. There's no way they knew that was in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
But
maybe they did.
Maybe Peter Berg read my mind. It was like,
you were also going to cast Rihanna, right?
Yeah. It's like No, I think Rihanna would make an excellent action star, but not that's not what I had in mind for her.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know who she was then, so I just wasn't familiar with her work.
And then she said, "Boom." And I'm like, who is this race?
No, and she's not the problem with that movie.
Okay.
She's capable.
No, I don't think I don't think she's a problem.
Yeah.
But it's
also very good in Valerian.
Yeah.
But here let's talk about Krampus because the movie's really winding down now. It's actually pretty sad when the last family members get dragged away.
It's like when the last two people get dragged away.
Yeah, I mean, like this whole last bit. I mean, because the movie doesn't really stop after the set pieces in the kitchen and the attic. It just keeps kind of going and escalating.
Yeah.
It's sad because I mean these people had their differences, but at the end of the day they were family. It took them to get through this to be able to see that. That's sad, because it's too late essentially by that point. Yeah, Khan, like, oh damn, that's sad. I just really love the snow monster that you never see. It reminds me of Tremors.
Tremors,
yeah, I'm a big Tremors fan.
It's okay. That's kind of scale.
Yeah. Good, because like Krampus isn't that big, but because he's a kid and because he had this big costume already, it's really imposing shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this, where it's the same thing where he leaves the Krampus bell that he left his grandma, but it's wrapped in the Christmas letter that he tore up, just like perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I keep tossing around the word perfect, and I apologize. I try not to be hyperbolic when I'm talking about movies I like, but Krampus is so...
It's incendiary.
Incendiary? It's on fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so did you think this was going to end here, too, when you first saw it?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I guess, okay. I mean, it's sad, but okay. That's, again, very Old Testament, like...
Does the Krampus have milk and cookies?
I think the Krampus is more concerned with how many souls he can drag back on a single night, instead of how many presents he can drop off.
Yeah.
I actually don't know that much about Krampus lore, but that idea is so interesting to me. It's like such a shitty fucking fairy tale.
Mm-hmm.
Very grim and very
It's what they use to scare children.
Yeah, Like there's a lot of like talk about like how people raise their kids nowadays versus how they used to do it during the baby boomer era. And it's like, motherfuckers, we didn't vote for Ronald Reagan. And we didn't tell Krampus stories to scare the shit out of the next generation, so can't be that bad.
Weird satanic.
Yeah. Like such a bizarre movie, and like it is this weird cult vibe to it,
It's like The Witch.
Yeah, it's like a baby's first witch, Obviously, they're totally about different things. So, I think one of the best like critiques I heard of The Witch was like, one of the best movies about joining a sorority ever.
Yeah, made your nose bleed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I had a nosebleed after I saw The Witch the first time. That was horrifying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Witch was great.
Yeah, The Witch is amazing.
It was what is it? Was it like one of the first one? What's her name was like a lead-in?
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah.
She's very good.
I feel like it was.
Yeah. I think
Like
it was like a breakout role, and then she got split like right afterwards, and it was just a double feature for her of quality and popularity.
New Mutants.
Yeah, big fan of hers too.
Yeah, she's great in everything.
Yeah, she's one of those actresses that you'll see like, oh yeah, they're gonna be around for a while because they're very talented.
She dated young Obama.
What?
She was in that like Netflix Barack Obama movie.
Oh, Barry?
Yeah, and she like dates him in the movie.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Oh yeah, and then that like that's a little goofy to me how he just kind of like hops down because it doesn't look like he really jumps.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he just drops.
I like that.
I kind of like it, but it's just something like I noted. And then just getting dragged to the pits of hell. Love it. Man, the face mask, like what the fuck? Like who thinks of that?
Michael Dougherty?
Michael Dougherty, thank you for that. Again, like look at the color, just nothing fancy. They get this sharp blue, and then this harsh orange red thing because of the pit of hell. Magenta. Yeah, it's a nice contrast. Oh, those eyes! What the fuck?
Didn't know he had eyes.
Yeah.
His stone cold heart.
Mm-hmm.
Move a little.
It's weird, disgusting fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Its nails are like the size of his fingers. That's like weird.
Mm-hmm.
And those masks. Fuck. Is that like Gaelic or something on their foreheads? Because it's Eastern European folklore.
I feel like it is.
So, yeah, that's really cool. It's all inspired by that in very its own weird modern way. Also, the rams instead of the reindeer, I guess the ram things. I don't know. They look very like fairy tale, which I love. And then here, when I first watched it, I was a little unsure. I was like, oh no, don't just end dark just because it'll get people talking faster because it doesn't mean anything as much. Mm-hmm. But then the end of the movie happens. I'm like, okay, I get it.
Oh shit, that was a Krampus.
I know. I was like, what the fuck? Well, yeah, and I think the ending leaves a lot to debate, and I think for the most part, what people take away from it can say what they how they perceive like Christmas and whatnot, essentially. Like what kind of beliefs they have, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this movie's fun as shit. Like just like I didn't have too much trouble talking about it. Oh yeah, I never noticed that Robot Chicken right there.
Rick and Morty.
Really?
Yeah, it's Rick right there.
Oh wow! Rick. Oh my god, this is when Rick and Morty started, huh?
Yeah.
It's like a 12-year-old kid. He doesn't know what Rick and Morty was then. That wasn't that popular when
Rick
it first
and Morty
started.
got popular like 2014, like right before this movie came out.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Has it been around that long?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, Morty!
Since like 2013.
Oh. I'm already so tired of it. I'm sorry.
Well, just because of Szechuan sauce.
Oh my, I'm not even talking about that. I'm gonna spend the rest of the time talking about Krampus, which is a beautiful, weird ass movie. And look at that. It's not a creepy one. It's just a nice little picture of Santa Claus. Because my god, these people deserve it.
Old-timey Santa.
Yeah. And just like the lighting and everything, it looks very like soap opera. It looks very Lifetime original movie now. Mm-hmm. It's like you know something's up.
Yeah, it's like Legendary presents the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
12 days of Christmas. Christmas in November. Mm-hmm. Grumpy Cat. Happy was it? Grumpy
a very Grumpy Cat Christmas.
Yeah.
Which is.
Is there a very grumpier?
It's an okay movie.
Is there a very grumpier cat Christmas?
I would watch a Grumpy Cat.
Have they announced
for every
sequel?
holiday? No, they haven't. But they should. They should have Grumpy Cat Goes Hawaii.
Yeah. What's Grumpy Cat's real name?
I forget, but I love Grumpy Cat.
Yeah, I like
Grumpy Cat genuinely makes me happy.
It's not her fault.
No. It's just her little face.
Just her face.
Yeah, it's just her face. She's not grumpy. She loves people. Actually, apparently she's very people friendly. So.
Yeah, no one wants to adopt her.
Yeah. Oh god, I went to Norm's the other day.
Yeah.
I never go to Norm's anymore.
Yeah.
But they have fucking good hot chocolate.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know what that's about.
It's really good. Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna go to Norm's now for the hot chocolate. I don't really like anything else.
Yeah.
There,
Oh, hey, sorry. Dude, a little bub and grumpy cat meat.
Oh, I'd love that. That makes me so happy.
No, I think they have.
Really?
Yeah, little bub.
Love it. That's what this movie missed. A cat. A grumpy cat.
No, I need a little bub.
Little bub. Yeah, love it. That's a chubby little baby.
Mm-hmm. Babies are chubby. Huh?
Yeah.
They're born like fat little globs. And they turn into like lesser fat globs and then people.
Yeah. Like it, even though it's like very like sappy and soapy, and it's clearly like you know something's up, it does still feel nice.
Yeah.
Which again is this weird fine line that Michael Dougherty just knows how to ride so well with all this stuff.
Yeah,
like,
no, for sure.
These weird ass disparate tones, and then the reveal happens, and you just know.
Bum bum bum.
Yeah. And they don't overplay it.
Yeah.
Everyone just starts remembering.
What was the best Christmas gift you got?
Ever?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I don't know. What did I get last year? I don't even remember. 2015, I got a last minute assembly of an ugly Christmas sweater that had the War Boys from Mad Max Fury Road on it, which I really liked.
Not a red or BB gun.
No,
Try it.
I'm not pro guns, so
Okay, just a BB gun.
not even BB guns. But also because what do I use? I don't want to shoot anything.
You want to shoot your eye out?
Yeah. Okay, I love when they're cutting back to everyone who's remembering, and they cut back to the dog.
The dog remembers.
That is so fucking funny.
Do they remember?
Yeah, because you hear them say everything that happened in the movie earlier. And then she's like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah,
Just goes back to drinking more.
I would drink some.
Yeah. You better watch out. You better watch out.
Well,
You better watch
what's that
out.
song?
You better watch out.
No, what's that song that they play here?
Yeah, you better watch out.
Is it okay?
I'm telling you where Santa Claus is coming to town. But it's not Santa Claus. It is Krampus. And I talked to people who I think this is a common theory on the end too, is that they are Groundhog Day. You know, more than just you. I've heard that as a popular theory, but I feel like that kind of takes away from the takes away from the horror element of it, where it's scarier. Where he's just, you better watch out, you better watch out, you better watch out, you better watch out, and that last shot of all the fucking creepy animals. Yeah, oh my god, great! Just 10 out of 10, A+, 5 out of 5,
13 out of 10,
13 out of 10. Very, very good boy movie.
David Concher.
Yeah. This is I would go as far as to say a modern cult classic.
Yeah.
You know, like one of those, like, I mean,
Conchetta.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. And yeah, I adore this movie from top to bottom. This is a fucking
classic.
It's a horror comedy masterpiece. It's also a cool little like you know, when you get older and stuff, you start getting into like the harder horror movies. Like this is a nice little leeway point. You can like start getting up there, you know. And you're like, I don't know if I should watch fucking Solo yet. Oh, I guess that's our time then. With the clock.
Yep.
All right, Gene. Final thoughts on Krampus.
It redeems Trick or Treat. I heard they're in the same cinematic universe, so it makes Trick or Treat a little more bearable for me. Maybe I'll give it a rewatch. But this is what people should aspire to be directing in horror.
At least horror comedy.
Horror comedy.
Yeah.
Like more practical effects, more relatable situations. I guess. And
there's nothing wrong with being a little mean with your horror, but you gotta know when to cut it back. And I feel like Krampus does know when to do that.
Yes.
When less is more, and sometimes you just want to watch a Jack-in-the-Box swallow a child whole. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Krampus, great. Love it. I'm very happy we watched it for Christmas. Gene, where can the people find you?
The good people could find me on Twitter and Instagram, Gene9892.
And you can find me on Twitter as well at DEWGO Waffles. Please check out our Patreon if you can donate. You don't need to donate to recommend a commentary, but just help us continue making these and getting better sound equipment and better opportunities to make more of these because we like doing them and we like talking about movies as often as possible. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
West Clocks.
We've been professionally unprofessional. You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch